Hello everybody. So I had major talks here with Saskatchewan First Nations chiefs, former chiefs, some upset with what I had to say, and I'm going to get Tina Marovich to take this over for sure. But I have to say this statement to all Treaty Indians in Canada. When it comes to land, what can I do about it? The answer is absolutely nothing. There is no court, there's no lawyer or justice that's ever going to stop what the government does, selling lands provincially or federally in its entirety. There is only one way, and that way is to win the crown in just a minority government. I can't do anything with land. ICC will never hear that. The only other top court in the world to hear that is the ICJ. And the ICJ is voluntary by your elected government. So all Treaty Indians, all Canadians, your property rights can never, ever be won as long as we remain in the system as it is. No lawyer can win it for you. No court in this world can win it for you because ICC won't hear it. They will only hear genocide. That's all I have outside of winning a minority government, which is why I'm doing CCP. I'm going to take the crown and break the crown into 40 million pieces. And we are going to settle all the claims, self-determination, self-government, giving the First Peoples absolute property rights as well as all Canadians. That's what we're going to do. You're all going to figure that out together in absolute constitutionalism by all the people, in every minority language, in every First Peoples language. That's the truth. There's no legal department or nothing that can stop me if I win a minority government. I can do this in one ascension, 30 days. That's guaranteed, that's law, and there's nothing any opposition, MP, parliament, legislature, doesn't matter. I'm going to shut them all down. How I do that? Lieutenant governors and governor general. That's a fact. No expert can dismiss, or throw away. You'll never hear about it in the media because it's the truth and it's the end of the political system. They don't want to end it, but we're going to end it. That's the truth. I can't do anything without the crown, without a minority federal election winning the crown. That's the truth. Sorry, I know these things are painful. This is why I do what I do. This is why we're building this party. It's going to be the first presented platform destroying the crown, which is going to ruin the politicians. ICC, what I'm doing with the genocide, is just a monumental step to the P5. But the P5 can't step in for land abuse. They can't. Look at communism. Zero property rights for anybody. They make 22% of the country available. They lease in a system of lease property rights. That's it. But if you want to end it all, you got to win a minority federal government with that platform. The P5 say you can throw out your first class. You can have we the people and we the first people. You can have two in one. Just don't destroy the UN country of Canada. And that's not what we're going to do. We're going to cement the country of Canada and throw away the crown system and give all the power to you, the people, in real constitutionalism. First People's first choice. The Treaty Indian first up. That's a fact. That's a fact. And there's more narratives than just that. We're going to get it done. It can be done. And I have tremendous faith in all the grassroots people. First Peoples and Canadians. I promise a boom. Unlike anything the world's ever seen. And there's even world academics kind of going, hey, you're going to be able to do this. Yeah, we can do it. We're going to build it. It's going to be built, presented. And you, the people, will do the right thing when you're given that education by the absolute best of the best in this world. Hundreds of experts will be brought in. First Nations lawyers in every single minority language. I just gave that to Saskatchewan And I'm going to give that to all 34 chiefs. That's coming in 2 weeks, everybody. And I'm going to get an audience with the Manitoba chiefs too. And then I'll go back and I'll do Alberta. And then I'm going to do all the other treaties all the way through, in all their entirety. That's what we're going to do. I'm behind Singh and Trudeau. Well, they got all the money. They got all the taxpayer dough. And they're campaigning even though there's no writ drop. And there probably won't be. Unless they absolutely want to destroy all democracy after the parliament voted 99.3%. No election during pandemic. It's still pandemic. It's going to be for quite a while. If the masks ain't off and they ain't dropping restrictions, they shouldn't be having an election. But they're going to trick you all into emptying your pockets out. That's what they're doing. First Peoples, Canadians alike. We got to do this. This is the path forward. This is how we get it done. Thanks, everybody. I got to work on World Constitution Day. Tina's going to take over all the First Nations stuff because it's just... I'm always going to give the presentations. I'll always be here and I'll even be with her holding that hand and going out there. But I need a First Nations person front and center because it always comes out the wrong way for me. And, you know, I'm a third-class guy, but I've done these monumental things. The work's done, and people are learning of it. It's only going to grow. It's only going to get more massive, and we got to do this together. First Peoples, grassroots Canadians in that third and second class. The first class, gone. They're not coming forward in the platform. We, the people, all the people, 2 in 1. That's the tools by the UNSC P5. I've got it in its entirety. We're going to honor those 5. You're going to see it this weekend, and no one's going to take that away. It'll be up there forever. Doug Ford, Justin Trudeau, they shut down World Constitution Day. Guess what? Or the mayor? Guess what? That's going to be recorded live out on the world stage and all the free world watching you garbage a narrative. And it's Canada that's going to end up on the shit list. They already are. Everybody, they were already presented in the UNSC P5 on the Children's Day of Genocide for all the powers of the world and international law, and nobody disputed it. No one debated it, and nobody threw China under the bus. They threw Canada under the bus with all the other radical children's genocidal countries, all of them, including Canada. So I'm proud of that work. That's called truth. That's called the path forward. That's what I can do on another narrative to get this done. It's all to get this done, but I can't do anything about property, not as a third-class citizen. I have to win the crown. That's what CCP is for, Canadian Constitutionalist Party. It's for all of you, everybody. I'm not going to let anybody down. And it's definitely not about communism. It's the absolute opposite. And that still scares even the freedomist of freedom experts. They're getting a little bit of cold feet, scared. A little bit, you know, but they're still there. And there's still some tremendous experts. I got the greatest academic expert on Africa just tweeted on me today. Pretty phenomenal, guys. Pretty phenomenal. Best of the best worldwide, bar nobody else. #1 expert in the world. And he's tweeting on me. It's not about how many followers you got. It's about who follows you and who gives you the attaboy. And when you get some major people in the world giving you attaboys, I'm obviously doing something right. I'm doing something that nobody else has done ever in Canadian history, ever. And we're going to deliver. I swear to you all, on my life, we're going to deliver. And they can't stop us. God bless. Have a great night. Tremendous work to do tonight, tomorrow, and I got still 2 days of work in me here. So, okay, bye.